slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
2-2. Easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses. 2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact. Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning. Josh Donaldson digging in now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Now the first pitch. Alex Kirilloff comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bassett has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Chapman's got it. And there's out number 2. Now to bat, Max Kepler is in this matchup. He's 0 for 5. First offering. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses with it. 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And it's fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfield.
Number 22.
First delivery to him. Laureano is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He stays alive, still 2-2. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ramon Laureano becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And that brings up Chad Pinder. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0. So here's Jake Cave to the plate. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American division. So 1 away now in the Minnesota 3rd, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. No balls and 1 strike. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. The next 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2. Two count.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he's swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Mitch Garver, as he'll take a look at ball 1. This pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Murphy is there, and he makes the play to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty.
The right fielder.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Lifted in the air to center field. Cave is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slurve. Strike one. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And it's 1-1. One ball and two strikes to the A's catcher. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a softly hit ball down the line to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. And here's that one again with Showtrack. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Luis Arias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Lowry's got it. Andrus. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And he falls behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Andrus has it. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
The pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder down the line at third. Donaldson's up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Too high. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Next up is Matt Olson. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Josh Donaldson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Now the payoff pitch home. Got him.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
That brings up Alex Kirilloff as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball well outside. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Now batting, the left fielder, Max.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. From the stretch. On drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box now, Jake Cave, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kepler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, a shot down the first baseline. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, number 22.
First offering. Ramon Laureano is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mitch Moreland.
So the next to bat will be Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. Try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Now at the plate here is Chad Pinder, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. This ball will be chopped foul.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. One strike away from 5 shutout innings.
A bouncer up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that's what he gets for trying to do too much. And instead of eating it and holding him on first, he panics a bit and sails the throw. Now he's got a man in scoring position and nobody to blame but himself.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. 5 innings have been no problem as he... New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. 1 run, 2 hits. And 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a pop-up now. Olsen is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Luis.
Now to the plate, Luis Arias. 0 for 2 for him to this point. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Oh, that's low.
Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. That one's in there on the black, 2-1. Cut fast.